Chosen one. Listen, not with your ears, but with your soul. For if these words have found you at this very moment, it is not an accident, it is destiny. You have walked through deserts no map could guide you across. You have carried storms inside your chest, storms so heavy that even heaven paused to watch. There were nights when your pillow held oceans of tears no one else ever saw. Days when betrayal stabbed deeper than any knife. Moments when doors slammed so violently in your face that silence itself felt like an enemy. And yet, you are still here, still breathing, still standing. Do you understand what that means? It means you have survived what was designed to bury you alive. While the world overlooked your pain, the universe recorded it like gold etched in eternal ledgers. Every tear became a diamond, every wound a pearl. Every silent prayer you whispered in the dark became a contract with destiny. And when the universe looked upon your endurance, even God himself leaned forward on his throne and whispered, "This soul is different." You see, not everyone survives storms like yours. Many collapse, many compromise, many give up their essence just to feel temporary relief. But you did something greater. You resisted, not out of pride, not for applause, but because something inside you, something eternal, refused to die. And that resistance was never weakness. It was the currency of the divine. Every moment you stayed true became an investment. And now, that investment is about to pay returns so unimaginable, it will look like 974 crores of abundance cascading into your life overnight. Listen carefully. Those storms were never punishments. They were initiations. They were designed not to destroy you, but to prove you. And you proved yourself to heaven, to the universe, to God. This is why your name has been written into chapters of destiny that no enemy can erase. The very winds that tried to extinguish your flame have become the winds that will carry your fire into the world. Imagine it now. Your empty hands, once trembling, now filled with keys to mansions you never thought you would walk into. Your account, once gasping with scarcity, now overflowing like waterfalls of currency, limitless as the ocean. Your life, once shadowed in rejection, now shining in the spotlight of divine recognition. Because when God rewards, he does not reward in half measures. He rewards like a king, lavishly, gloriously, undeniably. And hear me well, this reward is not private. It will be public, before the very eyes of those who doubted you, before the very lips that mocked you, before the very hearts that abandoned you. The universe is preparing a stage where your pain will turn into power, your scars into crowns, your silence into thunder. Chosen one, this is not just a message. This is your announcement, your confirmation, your prophecy. The time of hidden suffering has ended. The season of divine unveiling has begun. So write it, declare it, seal it with conviction. I resisted, and God was impressed. For this is not just a phrase, it is a cosmic password, a key that opens gates of wealth, joy, love, and destiny. Your story is shifting now, not tomorrow, not someday. Now, chains are breaking, doors are swinging wide, and the heavens themselves are tilting over your life, pouring out riches, miracles, and glory. This is your time. This is your crown. This is the life you were born for. And when the world asks how you did it, you will smile because you know the truth. You did not survive by chance. You survived because you were chosen. And chosen ones do not end in ashes. They rise in gold. Close your eyes for a moment and feel this truth. sink into you. Your life is not an accident. Your journey is not a mistake. Every broken road you walked, every sleepless night you endured, was the preparation for a divine unveiling. The world thought you were being punished, but the truth is, you were being positioned. You were not being abandoned. You were being aligned with a destiny so radiant that even the stars bow to its light. Think of it, gold does not shine until it passes through fire. Diamonds do not sparkle until they are cut. And souls like yours do not rise until they are pressed, crushed, and tested beyond measure. The pain was the refinery. The silence was the classroom. The loneliness was the training ground. And now, chosen one, the graduation is here. Look at yourself, not with human eyes, but with spiritual vision. You are not the same person who once trembled in the shadows. Your wounds have become wings. Your scars have become signatures of survival. You carry an authority now, an invisible crown placed upon your head by heaven itself. This crown is not of metal or jewels. It is made of unseen wealth, favor, influence, prosperity. It is a magnet pulling abundance, opportunities, and divine helpers toward you with unstoppable force. Soon, the tables will turn. The very voices that mocked you will whisper your name with respect. The very doors that stayed shut will swing wide open. The very coins you lacked will multiply into treasures so vast you will not count them. You will measure them in kingdoms. You will walk into rooms dripping with luxury where once you were denied entry. You will hold contracts, deals, and keys to properties where once you begged for permission. You will sit at tables of kings, not as a guest, but as an equal. Because when heaven lifts a soul, it does not place them in small corners. It places them on mountaintops. And here is the greatest mystery. You are not rising just for yourself. You are rising for generations unborn. Your victory will rewrite the story of your bloodline. Where there was poverty, there will be wealth. Where there was shame, there will be honor. Where there was bondage, there will be freedom. Chosen one, you are the turning point of your lineage, the first billionaire of your name, the first unshakable lighthouse in your family's storm. Mark this moment. The invisible season is over. The visible glory has begun. What once was hidden in silence will now thunder in public. And when people ask, how did it happen so fast? You will smile, because you know it wasn't luck. It wasn't chance. It was divine timing. So declare it now with your whole heart. My hidden season is over. My unveiling has begun. Say it until your bones believe it. Say it until heaven echoes back. Say it until every closed gate in your life bursts open like floodgates. Because, chosen one, your tomorrow has already begun today. Listen, can you feel it? The air around you is changing. The ground beneath your feet is no longer the same soil you once stumbled upon. Something invisible, yet undeniable, is moving, shifting, aligning. The universe is preparing a coronation, not of a politician, not of a king the world chose, but of you, the soul heaven chose. There were days when you begged for crumbs, but now, entire banquets are being laid out with your name engraved on golden plates. Once, you knocked timidly at closed doors. Now, those doors are swinging open on their own, as if bowing in reverence. You will not chase. You will attract. You will not beg. You will command, because your essence has shifted from survivor to sovereign. Look at your hands. They are not empty. They are signatures of destiny. Hands that will sign contracts worth empires. Hands that will touch wealth so vast, the digits will blur into infinity. Look at your reflection. That is not just you. That is a vessel carrying divine royalty, carrying currencies of heaven, carrying treasures reserved for centuries, but released now because the world needs your light. Do you understand the magnitude? Your voice will be sought after in boardrooms. Your presence will be honored in palaces. Your wisdom will be priced higher than gold. And your story, oh, your story, will be told as a legend of endurance, a testimony that God Himself writes destinies no man can erase. But listen closely. This rise is not a reward alone. It is a responsibility. For heaven does not crown anyone without entrusting them with nations. Your wealth is not just for luxury, it is for legacy. Your abundance is not just for comfort, it is for kingdom building. Your success is not just for show, it is for saving souls trapped in shadows you once knew too well. You are not just blessed, you are chosen to be a blessing. So prepare yourself. Every whisper of doubt must fall silent now. Every insecurity must die here. Every memory of lack must dissolve like mist under the rising sun. Because you are stepping into a dimension where lack cannot follow, where failure cannot breathe, where fear cannot exist. This is the throne room of your destiny, and your seat has been waiting for you. Declare it with fire in your spirit. I am not surviving anymore. I am reigning. Not tomorrow, not someday. Now, this is your coronation. This is your ascension. This is the moment history will remember your name. Can you feel it? A vibration, an energy, like thunder hidden behind the clouds, waiting for the right second to roar. This is not just another sunrise. This is the dawn of your glory. Once, your name was whispered only in rooms of pity. But now, it will echo in halls of power. Once, your footsteps were heavy with exhaustion. But now, each step carries the weight of destiny, shaking the ground beneath you. The silence that once swallowed your prayers has broken, and in its place, a voice louder than galaxies is declaring, "The chosen has risen. Listen carefully. Treasures long hidden in secret vaults are being released into your hands. Opportunities frozen for decades are melting in your favor. Connections you never imagined are aligning like stars into constellations that spell your name. This is not chance. This is a cosmic orchestration. Every delay was a divine calculation. Every rejection was a hidden redirection. And now, the stage is finally set. You will not just walk into abundance, you will overflow with it. Wealth will not just visit you, it will live with you. Success will not just find you, it will chase you, cling to you, multiply around you like an endless ocean. And yet, what's greater than the riches themselves is the authority that comes with them. Authority to shift atmospheres, authority to break generational curses, authority to stand in places where no one in your bloodline ever dared to stand. You are not a continuation of history, you are a disruption to history. The one who ends the cycles of lack and begins the legacy of overflow. Do you realize it? Your story will not just inspire, it will awaken millions. Your testimony will not just be heard, it will ignite dormant flames in others. Your victory will not just lift you, it will open paths for countless souls chained in the same darkness you conquered. Because your glory is not selfish. It is prophetic. It is generational. It is eternal. Chosen one, the heavens have issued their final decree. Your night is over. Your dawn is here. No power can reverse it. No enemy can block it. No fear can cancel it. You are stepping into a season so radiant, so unstoppable, that even the shadows will follow you just to stay close to your light. Say it now with unshakable conviction. My night has ended. My glory has begun. Say it as if the entire universe is listening. Say it until the stars tremble. Say it until the earth itself recognizes the new ruler walking upon it. Because this is not just your rise, this is your eternal dawn. There was a time when your footsteps echoed only in the corridors of emptiness. You carried your dreams like fragile glass, afraid they might shatter in your hands. The nights stretched longer than eternity itself, nights where the silence of God felt heavier than the weight of the entire world. You looked at the sky and asked, why me? Why this loneliness? Why this pain? But no answer came, only the cold silence. And in that silence, you felt abandoned. Yet what you did not see was this: heaven was watching. Every tear was an entry in the eternal ledger. Every heartbreak was a chisel, sculpting your spirit. Every betrayal was a refining fire, purifying the gold within you. No one knew the battles you fought behind closed doors. While others smiled in daylight, you carried invisible scars. There were mornings when getting out of bed felt like lifting mountains. There were evenings when despair whispered, it would be easier to quit. But you didn't. You stayed. You endured. And every time you resisted, a secret army of angels wrote your name in the chronicles of eternity. They said, here is one who does not bow to darkness. Here is one who fights when no one is watching. Chosen one. Seasons are not eternal. Winter does not hold forever. And now, your winter is collapsing. A shift is happening, not slowly, but like lightning. What you sowed in tears is ready to erupt in harvest. Not a trickle, not a drop, but a flood of abundance. You will see doors open that were rusted shut for generations. You will see wealth pour in like rivers breaking dams. You will see people who once ignored you now bow in respect, unable to explain your sudden radiance. This rise is not ordinary. It is royal. It is majestic. It is a coronation orchestrated by the Creator himself. You will no longer walk with uncertainty. You will walk like one who owns the land beneath their feet, because you do. Houses you did not build will open their gates to you. Tables you never sat at will reserve their best seats for you. And currencies, billions beyond human comprehension, will align in your favor like planets orbiting the sun. But your wealth is not only for you, it is for generations unborn. You are the one who breaks the chain. You are the one who ends centuries of scarcity. You are the one who writes a new destiny for your bloodline. Your children will never know the hunger you endured. Your descendants will never taste the rejection you swallowed. Your lineage will walk on marble floors because you walked barefoot through fire. You are the pivot, the axis, the one history bends around. But even beyond money, there is something greater: authority. Your voice will carry weight in nations. Your decisions will shift economies. Your words will heal broken spirits, because your story itself will be power. It will whisper to the hopeless, if they survived, I can survive too. It will roar to the broken, if they rose, I can rise too. You are no longer just a survivor. You are a torchbearer for multitudes lost in darkness. And now the climax, the reason the storms failed to drown you. The reason the betrayals could not bury you. The reason your name was kept hidden until now. Because heaven was saving your unveiling for this very hour. Not yesterday, not someday, now. The curtains are tearing apart. The spotlight of eternity is on you. The universe is declaring, behold, the chosen has arrived. Your rise is not temporary. It is eternal. You are not entering a moment. You are entering a kingdom. A throne carved not by men, but by God himself. A throne that cannot be shaken by critics, enemies, or time. From this throne you will reign, with wealth beyond counting, with influence beyond borders, with glory beyond imagination. This is not the end of your story. It is the beginning of your eternal reign. Declare it now with the boldness of a king, with the faith of a prophet, with the fire of one who knows destiny has arrived. I am enthroned. I am chosen. I am eternal. Say it until the earth shifts under your feet. Say it until the skies echo your decree. Say it until every doubt, every fear, every shadow flees from your presence. Because, chosen one, this is no longer just your rise. This is your enthronement, your eternal dawn, your legacy written in fire across the heavens. But be dia. Part 6. Kupura unfold krenge, pura. 4,000 plus words. Ka makavi klaimix. Mein eisenirntra kane, kitri likunga. Bina kisi dohrav. Repetition. Ke, her paragraph, nyahoga. Or sune, valikolga kive ekfilm ke undergiet. There comes a moment when the universe itself bends in silence, holding its breath, because a soul is about to rise. That moment, chosen one, is now. You have wandered through nights so dark they felt endless. You walked through streets of loneliness where your shadow was your only companion. You carried burdens that would have crushed ordinary men. But you were never ordinary. Every pain you endured was a prophecy in disguise. Every rejection was a hidden doorway to preservation. Every storm was an anvil, shaping you into an unbreakable vessel. And now the hammering has stopped. The fire has cooled. The chiseling hands of heaven have withdrawn. What remains is a soul forged like diamond, unshakable, unbreakable, radiant beyond measure. The silence you thought was abandonment was preparation. The delays you thought were denials were alignments. The wounds you thought were punishments were birthmarks of destiny. Do you feel it? The shift in the air? It is not imagination. It is the entire cosmos rearranging itself to make room for your ascension. The stars above are not merely lights in the sky tonight. They are witnesses. Every constellation is bending toward you, whispering, "The chosen one has entered their hour." You are stepping into a dimension where scarcity cannot follow you. Poverty will not breathe here. Fear will not live here. This place is holy ground, crafted for you since before time began. And when you walk now, you do not walk as a survivor. You walk as a sovereign. You walk as one who has been tested, weighed, and found worthy. Nations will recognize it. Atmospheres will shift because of it.